Hello everyone, this is Dr. Abhinaya. I'm a pediatrician. So I'm dealing with the hematology chapter in Nelson-based pediatric teaching. So this chapter will be about the spleen. So let's talk about the anatomy of spleen in a very simpler manner. So spleen basically it's divided into two parts, the white pulp and the red pulp. The white pulp contains the T and B lymphocytes. So this is the white pulp. It contains all the lymphocytes. The red pulp completely, the majority portion of the spleen is the red pulp. It contains endothelial passages with macrophages. The spleen is covered by a capsule. This zone between the white and the red pulp is called the marginal zone, which contains the antigen presenting cells, that is the dendritic cells. So what are the main important functions of spleen? So we all know it is important as an immunological function. Specific like IgM production and non-specific functions like phagocytosis of the bacterial, fungal and other microorganisms through opsonins, tuftins and properdin. It also acts as an effective filter. So the macrophages which catch the bacteria, specifically the encapsulated organisms, and also the non-cellular materials are filtered in the spleen. Removal of senescent or the aged RBCs, RBC culling also happens in spleen. Pitting, removing any particular inclusions from the RBCs like parasites of malaria also happens in the spleen. So what is splenomegaly? An increase in the size of the spleen which we are able to palpate is called the splenomegaly. Splenomegaly. So a spleen can be palpable, sometimes very rarely, but in 15% of neonates it is palpable. So mostly we are able to palpate the spleen in a normal neonate. In 10% of children and 5% of adolescents, spleen tip can be palpable. We still have to rule out if there are any underlying causes of splenomegaly in such individuals, and spleen needs to enlarge at least 2 to 3 times to become palpable. Any spleen palpable more than 2 cm is abnormal.